intro. It's intro time. Shush. Everyone shut up. What's going on, main characters? It's your boy Talks Too Much with Third Party Studios. Welcome back to the channel for the 107th episode of the Third Party Podcast. I am here with my boy, the Cody.
Hello.
And we are going to be talking about Netflix, Elon Musk, J.K. Rowling, Emma Watson. We got the Xbox stuff going on with Game Pass. We got all the wars in the Middle East, and we got all the conflicts across the world, tariffs. We're talking. No, I'm just kidding. We're only going to be talking about a third of those, so we'll see what we get into. But should be a fun episode. We got a lot of silly stuff going on in the news this last week or so, and looking forward to kind of recapping it with you guys. But before we do all of that, we got to check in with our boy Cody. What have you been doing?
What's up?
What's your nerdness? What has your nerdness expressed itself as this week? What is your truth?
Oh, well, I'm still on that Dragon Age journey.
Seriously? I mean, like, I'm not, like...
Oh, I'm playing through.
I'm not critiquing. I kind of figured you'd be done by now, or, like, moved on to the next thing. Like, what, like, are you in it, or is it,
Yeah,
like,
I'm kind of in it. Each game is, like, over 60 hours long, so...
Yeah.
It takes a bit.
It takes a minute, but I kind of figure I mean...
Just moved on and be like, yeah, fuck this.
Well, I mean, in almost every other... Well, I guess this is probably less the case anymore. I think about like older video games where you have chapters and you can just jump back and forth. You can't do that in Dragon Age. You have like areas locked and unlocked, and you just go and do those things, right?
Yeah, so I've been doing that. God, it's a lot of dialogue skipping in Veilguard, I tell you what. Any new
revelations from this little journey you've gone on since you've been kind of revisiting it?
Not really. I mean, I'm enjoying Inquisition. Going back to Inquisition, I'm enjoying it a lot. More than I thought I would, where I just sat down and played for like 6 hours straight. Like, oh shit.
Was the contrast really so obviously there's a visuals contrast, and that's less important than the like storytelling aspect, the characters. I mean, did you notice like a pretty stark contrast going back to Inquisition when it came to the story, the characters, the dialogue? I mean, or does
switching back and forth, you can tell how much more mature the writers were writing Inquisition.
Is that
Veilguard? Because it's like everyone talks to each other like they're talking to their toddler. It's very weird.
I think I may have brought this up on the channel before, but have you ever noticed how like in new movies, what you end up seeing when it comes to dialogue is every line of dialogue is meant to be as epic or as much of a one-liner as possible?
Yeah, everything's just kind of like quippy and whatnot all the time.
Yeah, and think about like in Lord of the Rings, you could have like hours go by without, or like an hour or two go by without a super memorable line. But now in almost every movie, every line is trying to be as powerful and impactful as it possibly can.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's really weird and cringy.
Yeah, but like when it comes to like Veilguard and Inquisition, it's just like one is like, okay, we're talking to our peers at a corporation or whatever. The other one is you're leading a daycare talking to toddlers.
Yeah, that tracks.
And it's really bad. But the combat I enjoy in Veilguard more. It's more actiony. In Inquisition, it gets boring pretty quick. Unless you go like really hard difficulty where you have to micromanage everything. But I don't want to do that, so.
You know, not to like segue off of it, but just to bring up something I looked at today, the Nemesis system. I was just kind of curious, so I pulled up ChatGPT and just looked to see like when does the Nemesis system expire from Warner Brothers? 2035 with an extension to 2036.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I mean, we're 10 years away from having video games with that in it. Otherwise, Warner Brothers could license it. I mean, they license everything else they do because they can't make any of their own stuff good. But so yeah, it's gonna be a while before the Nemesis system comes back.
Yeah, but they should. I mean, there's no reason not to license it. They don't make games that often.
I think I don't know. There may not be too many games that have an applicable or have a game that's applicable to that system.
Yeah, I was kind of just thinking that, and it'd been really funny to have a Nemesis system in Hogwarts Legacy.
Right. Yeah,
just random wizards.
Yeah. So I mean, you're looking for a game. I'm trying to think of a game. Any MMO is going to have just NPC waves. So there's not really NPCs that exist in the ether that like you would want them to kind of return to you and visit you again. They're not named NPCs. I'm thinking like Destiny, for example. There's a bunch of monsters all over the place, but they just spawn. They have spawn timers.
Yeah. Same with like Dragon Age. There's only a few like like antagonists in the game, and they're just there. You're not going to be like running around and there's a red Templar that beat you this one time and then all of a sudden he leveled up. That'd be kind of weird.
And I'm thinking about like the most popular games that are out right now. Like Helldivers is still pretty up there. I mean, obviously the first person shooter games roster is not applicable.
You got the FPS, or you got the Nemesis system in FPSs. Like, that's a motherfucker.
Teabagged me last round.
In Battlefield 2, it also, like, once you get killed, it also says how many times you've killed them versus they've killed you.
It would be an interesting system to apply to. Okay, a little thought experiment. The Nemesis system applying itself to Call of Duty like the Call of Duty Warzone map, where you have bots that fill the map, or like Fortnite has bots that fill the map. If the bot defeats you, and you get like it gets an upgrade of some kind.
Yeah, but you're out.
No, I know.
You die.
But I mean, it would be interesting for like the rest of the players to kind of get to the end of the map with only like one team left, or like one squad of opponents left. All of a sudden, you find out it's a bot team that's ranked up like 6 times because it took out like.
It's just in this world to where it's killed other players and keeps leveling up.
Every time the bot kills another player, it levels up to be a god boss at the end.
I got a genre that'll work.
I don't think that applies.
The Souls games.
No, well, okay.
You die from like you just randomly die from the squishy enemy because you're low on health, or whatever, and then that one levels up.
You could do that with I think you could do that with plenty of the ones that have
random bosses. Then
if they have an open map, you can definitely do that. I wonder if Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, where the Nemesis system kind of was implemented, had a very specific map, and actually half the game was spent on one map, and then it moved you over to another map in the second arc of the story. I think that's Shadow of War that did that, but the map was not nearly as big as like a lot of current maps. I mean, maps have gotten pretty significant in scale.
True, you'd have to have the chance of running into them again. That's what I'm talking about, like with Soulsborne.
Yeah,
because you just go back to the
boss,
the last bonfire.
Yep. And that would probably be, I think you're right, the best example of a system that could implement that.
But that would suck though if you died right before boss, and then the runs kept on leveling up, so it's like boss and then boss.
Shadow of War and Mordor did it so well because the gameplay mechanics were really fun, like really easy to enjoy. The repetition. I mean, there's so many games where the combat system, it feels repetitive versus you actually enjoy doing so. So I mean, you could go up against one grunt that has already beaten you a bunch of times. Every time it beats you, it ranks up and gets harder and harder, and you just can't figure out how to overcome this one specific mechanic. But I tell you what, once I beat that guy, oh my god, I never lost to that ability again. It was some poison thing where he could like break your attack and then poison you.
Oh.
And I just could not.
Poison's always a bitch.
Poison was a bitch. But Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor was really fun. You could reskin that game into almost anything and have a lot of fun with it. Honestly, my biggest gripe My biggest gripe with the game is that it never should have been Lord of the Rings. It was if it was anything else, call it Jon Snow's quest or whatever. It didn't have to be Lord of the Rings to be that cool. Like, you could still have orcs or monsters, whatever.
Yeah, it's very flippant with the lore.
Yeah, it was pretty egregious, but
I mean, like they do in Hollywood these days. It's just throw an IP that everyone loves and then make your own story.
Exactly. It's abomination. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So Dragon Age Inquisition, is there anything else on the horizon for Dragon Age now that
No, it's dead now.
Well, I mean, they were bought out, right? So they split off and made a subsidiary that housed all the great IPs.
This is BioWare, not Ubisoft.
Okay. I had them mixed up. So BioWare's still EA, right?
Yeah, BioWare's okay. So yeah, EA got bought out by the Saudis.
Yep, covered that last week. So actually, EA has announced that's moving through. Yeah.
Now.
Yep. So I mean, that's pretty awesome. And then you got news that broke that Saudi Arabia was like, no LGBT. It's like,
well, that's
pretty cool.
You got a former head of BioWare that said that if the Saudis think they're going to change any of this progressive stuff, then they got another thing coming. It was the gist of it. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're fired.
Yeah, you're not going to have a job at the end of the week. But yeah, they got bought out for $55
billion.
Yeah, it's kind of weird what the Saudis are doing because they just had a comedy festival too, and that's making its rounds on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, all these comedians go over there for free speech and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and then who was it? Tim Dillon, who was like uninvited because he was making
got
fun of
fired.
Saudi Arabia.
Slave.
Down to earth guy. I've made that mistake of like,
Money hasn't changed him yet.
no, it's
We'll
coming.
see.
Oh, it's coming. The dragons are coming. No,
But they're coming. What have you been up to?
so Warhammer and the puppy have dominated my life. I've been trying my hardest to sprint out these models as fast as I can because I absolutely hate my core army list so much.
You got arms where legs should be. I mean,
Well,
his
I've
head's on his ass.
I've not made any mistakes that egregious where I've just like put the wrong piece, glued it to the other part of the model. But I am being a little bit I'm being a little bit too aggressive with like disassembling the it's called a sprue, the metal like frame or like the hard plastic frame that holds all the pieces.
Yeah.
So when you disassemble that, if you don't cut clean, all the residue is still on the actual piece, so you get these like little
Nubs.
flakes, nubs on the models. So I could be doing a better job with that, but like I said, I'm trying to like sprint it out. And my philosophy is if while I'm painting, I see an issue like that, I could always like come up with some reason it exists there. I could put like some modification to the armor or make it use it in some way, not just cringe at it. But yeah, working on the models has been all I've really been able to do. I've been trying to find new shows and stuff. I started watching Silicon Valley.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to episode 2 and I'm so bored. Like
I think I only made it through the first couple episodes, and I'm like, yeah, I could be watching something else.
I mean, I like the cast. It's a good cast. And I really like the main character, the actor who plays the main character. I've seen him in other things, and I've really enjoyed seeing him. TJ Miller, I think, is funny. The Indian guy, I think, is hilarious. I mean, I don't know the other couple of white actors' names either.
They're
so it's
all
not a race thing.
recognizable, but you don't know their names.
Exactly. But I do find them enjoyable. It's just this... I don't understand what it is where Hollywood is like, they love putting social awkwardness on the screen. So like in like the second episode, they're having a launch party and they bring over a stripper and she just makes all of these nerds super uncomfortable. And I'm just like, ugh, I'm over this cringy bullshit.
It's like
It's early. It's only
like 90s American Pie kind of thing where it's like the virgin and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to talk to anyone.
Well, and I mean, like the reason I had an interest in checking it out was because I was looking up filmographies for the main actor, saw it, and I remembered I'd seen a bunch of shorts, like YouTube shorts just
YouTube
fed
shorts,
me
yeah.
this show. And so I was like, you know what, I got to give it a shot. It's been pretty highly praised. I like the actor. So there's not a lot of reasons to say no to trying it. Turned it on for the first few episodes, kind of I got the idea. I already knew kind of the premise, but it looks to be a really long-running show. Like, it's got several seasons, hour-long episodes, and
You
just...
gotta commit.
Yeah, and it's just a lot of, oh, we're really unprepared for this world of corporatism, and we're free spirit, low-level developers who got lucky, and we're going to be as awkward with this whole premise as we possibly can. And I don't know. I'm still in it. I'm gonna keep watching, but the hook was really bad for me. It did not connect with me at all. I was just not. I'm only in it just out of like curiosity. That's fading pretty quick.
Yeah, I haven't been watching really anything. Just YouTube. I started a new anime.
Oh yeah.
Gurren Lagann or whatever.
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay. I think I've seen.
It's a very like optimistic show or whatever. So I get burnt out on it pretty quick. So I can only watch like an episode or two at a time. But it's like they start underground drilling holes, and then the series ends with them fighting with galaxies, pretty much.
Whoa. Okay.
It's fucking insane.
That sounds kind of awesome.
It's only like 25, 27 episodes too. So
Is it an older show? I mean, has it been around for a minute? I feel like
2008.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like I've rolled across that name on Crunchyroll before.
People like it a lot. So it's basically like the inverse of Evangelion's more somber and it deals with really deep things. And this one's like the opposite of that.
The first 5 episodes are like a testimonial to self-deletion. It's like It's like how can we get the audience to really like lean into this idea?
And the other one's a real go-getter, like, come on, never give up. We got this.
We can do it with friendship. It's gonna
A lot of fan service too.
All
So
right.
that's always
Say
nice.
less. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm in. Mechs and fan service.
Yep. Oh man, I love
They
that.
kind of go hand in hand these days.
Well, that was like another anime that maybe the audience won't know anything about, but it's called Darling in the Franxx. It's
yeah, I've seen a few episodes.
that show is heavy fan service. Heavy fan service. Kind of, and it's kind of weird.
Doesn't he meet the other chick like in the lake naked or something?
No, they're oh yep. So I thought you were kind of hinting to like
the
their
two main characters.
yeah. It's oh, I can't remember the main character's name, but 02 is the female the female lead character. So obviously you remember that. Well, she was
I only watched 2 episodes.
No, I know. I was just the reason I know her name is because she was contender for contender for best girl that year or whatever. It was like she was in the running.
which I vote on every year.
Obviously, Rem takes it. Rem is the winner for best girl. She does W's. Although I think actually Reftalia from Shield Hero. Yeah, I think she actually won, but Rem should have won. Wasn't fair to Rem. She just gets a hard run.
Yeah, she does.
You don't even know, do you?
No.
So actually, I started rewatching ReZero again. There was the trailer that came out, or the teaser for season 4, which I'm so happy that Mushoku Tensei, ReZero, some of these be back on like a full rotation for like seasonal releases. ReZero, we needed that so bad. ReZero specifically, but Warhammer has probably been my main thing this week. I've had several nights where I'm just making models as quickly as I can. And the reason I'm doing so is because we're starting a Crusade game mode, and I've been trying to figure out what my army is going to look like for that, and I've been considering different factions, buying the models up I would need, and it's been kind of a cluster because I told you the other week I bought a bunch of Tau, and I test ran them, and they were fine, like they did okay, but I was just underwhelmed. And it wasn't a playstyle I really thought I was. I thought I was going to like the playstyle a lot more than I ended up liking it, and so I switched back to the Harlequins. But now I need a bunch of models for the Harlequins to be made in order for my army to be. My army is half the size it has been, and so in order to like compress it, I need to make sure I'm getting the most out of it. So I switched a couple of models up and bought some new sets. It's all very Warhammery for people who are listening. It's like you. It's very Warhammery.
It's very Warhammery. Yeah, I don't do the tabletop. I do the other
You're
things.
missing out, by the way. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised it's not something you are. I mean, I know the lore. We've talked about this. You've kind of dug into the lore a bit.
Yeah, but when have I ever done like tabletop stuff?
Well, but I think it's a hobby.
Video games and lore.
Well, you listen to podcasts and just throw stuff on in the background.
True.
And so I figure versus building model sets and looking for excuses to play.
I'll piss you off and get into gunplay instead. Just build Gundams.
Oh God! The one thing, yeah, just to make sure that I can't invite you.
Oh
to
yeah,
play
I got into models. It's like, it's cool. You can do 4K. It's like, no, Gundam.
What the fuck? Or you could do the Star Wars one. Star Wars has a tabletop game where you actually have spaceship, where you have the ships and stuff.
Oh, I think I've seen.
And you take tactical, like you maneuver, and like it's basically a dogfight. It's basically a dogfight with ships on the table. It's pretty damn cool. I haven't played it yet, but I've seen people at locals playing it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't think I'd ever get into it. I just cannot dedicate any.
You have no time.
Well, and my friends have told me, like, let's do a different Warhammer game. Let's play Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And I'm just like, fuck you. No, I'm not spending another $2,000 on a game I'm going to be absolute shit at because the only faction I considered liking was actually in the bottom tier of the meta.
Yeah, once you get into 40K, you kind of got to stick with that.
I am in it. I'm not switching to other, modes. Like, the one thing that I thought was kind of interesting is that apparently in Warhammer 40K, there are certain factions of the demons, the demonic chaos factions that are transferable between games. So if you have this chaos faction of demons, you can bring them into Age of Sigmar, or I think there's another one.
Whatever the fantasy
so,
version of it is.
And again, I'm not in it. I'm like, maybe I would do a chaos faction at some point in the future, but I need to figure out, I need to get a few wins under my belt with what I've got to make sure it's worth it. But I want to talk about some of the gaming stuff specifically because I think one of these has a lot to do. Like, I'm going to be leaning on you to kind of break this one down a little bit. Xbox Game. Well, you don't have to tell me the whole breakdown of it, but Xbox Game Pass, they So Xbox Game Pass upped their pricing and they restructured their offering for Xbox Game Pass and what it is. And so you've seen this meme on screen. We got consoles at $800, handheld at $1,000, at $360 a year to rent games, and Game Pass is the best deal in gaming. We got people who actually believe that Game Pass is a good deal.
It used to be.
Well, and I remember people telling me that, and then I was like, no, I'd rather own my game. Like, I understand. Physical media died. I take the L on that because I really did believe that there was going to be this case where people owning things was going to be the only safe way to not lose access to it.
Right, but everything's online nowadays too, so.
Yeah, so there were, I mean, you could get the digital versions, you could find the digital versions through the 7 Cs of certain games. It's complicated. But there's actually, here's the breakdown of the chart here. And so Xbox Game Pass revised, so it now has an Essentials, a Premium, and an Ultimate. I'm going to blow that up a little bit for my benefit.
So it like used to be, I remember when like I was paying like $15 a month or whatever, and that used to be the cream of the crop best. You just basically get everything day one when a new game drops, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm not really on. I haven't turned on my Xbox in like a year or more now. So I was like, yeah, let's get rid of this. But yeah, it was a cool deal. I mean, you get to play games that just drops without spending $70 every fucking time.
Yeah.
But
well, because, I mean, in that case, you wouldn't want to own games. It's not like games themselves have become cheaper to buy. Like, even to own them now, I think Nintendo made the push for $80 to $90 standard pricing. And I think Sony followed suit on that. I think Xbox is even right there. Xbox might have even already pulled the trigger on it, too. But for the Essentials, at $10 a month, you have 50 games. You get unlimited cloud gaming, in-game benefits, online multiplayer, play and earn up to $25 a year in the store with rewards.
you should almost switch over to just like go over to Xbox Game Pass and scroll down like halfway through the page, and it gives you a clear view. Because mine says like
this is kind of a muddy mess. Let me do that real quick. Hold on.
Because I'm looking at it, and it's like for tier 1, $10 a month. It's 50 games. That's it. Xbox, console, PC, and supported devices. $50 or 50 games. Like, what games are you putting out there? The shittiest ones you got, just so they'd upgrade.
Did they ever make so there was a while ago, there was Xbox 360 games that were not compatible, or they were not forward compatible. So you couldn't, like the Xbox One, you couldn't play Lord of the Rings Conquest. You couldn't play Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. I think there was
I think all like discs. That was, yeah, you couldn't do shit like that.
Right. And that was kind of what I was thinking about. So, okay, so yeah.
Oh yeah, and I forgot, you also have to deal with like your gold membership for online play.
Yep.
Ugh.
That was a thing. So yeah, you for $10 a month, as the Cody already broke it down. Premium is $15 a month. 200 plus games on Xbox console, PC, and supported devices. New Xbox published games join library within 12 months of launch. That's a long time.
Yeah, especially if
not an impressive
COD drops. COD is irrelevant
in a
5
year.
months after it drops.
Exactly. That is actually not a brag. You might want to just clear that one.
You might as well be a PC player, because like they do that now. It'll drop on console exclusive, and then a year later they PC.
Can you imagine Netflix making this push? Like new Netflix launch. You could either buy the movie to watch it one time, or in a year you can watch the movie with everyone else.
Oh.
Like that was
like, all right, so movies come out a year later. I guess.
Exactly. What an L. That's such a horrible. Why is that your second thing? Like put that at the bottom in like the cliff notes, or just don't say it. Stream games with shorter wait times, including select games you own. Oh, including some of the games you own.
Yeah, and shorter wait times. What are you queuing people based on how much they play or pay?
I guess. Play and earn up to $50 a year in the store benefits. Benefits for games like League of Legends, Call of Duty Warzone. Okay, so they have like the most popular games. They'll have in here some extra benefits and online multiplayer. Okay, now for the ultimate edition,
$30 a month, $360 a year.
Yeah, 500 plus games. New games on day one. You don't have to wait a year.
That's nice.
Did you hear that? You don't have to wait a year for only double the price.
But with $30 a month to play a new game, you play it for 2 months. You're already pretty much bought it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could just own it and then you'd be done. And I mean, this is as often as you would want to. Like for me, I
play a lot of new games a year, so
you play a lot of new games. I don't. I never saw like Game Pass as a benefit to me because I'm subscribing to something where I'm only going to be playing one game, maybe 2 games a year.
Right.
Like I would say when we were doing Sunday Slackers, that was probably the most I would have ever. And I had a lot of fun, but almost all of those were indie games, like smaller studio, $5 at a time, and we played them for a reasonable amount of time to get our money's worth out of it too.
right.
And on PC, so I would never do Game Pass. Like a Game Pass is in my mind is dumb.
No.
Like
I do PlayStation Plus now. It's just because they drop cool like PS1 games or 2. They even throw PSP games on console.
well, and that should always just be a thing. You should always just
Or
have
PlayStation exclusives that just go straight to the PlayStation Plus store.
I like the idea that for all the complaints I've made about like the EU, like the European Union, their advocacy for consumer rights is pretty helpful when it comes to like addressing some of the concerns of software. Like it seems like they're making inroads into making sure people will own the things they buy if they desire to do so.
Right. You spend the money on the thing, I guess you own it. That's a weird concept.
Yeah, very weird concept. Okay, includes EA Play and Ubisoft Classics Fortnite Crew coming November. Stream games at our best quality with the shortest wait times, including games you own, select games you own. Still not all games you own, just select games you own. So yeah, it does look like they are queuing people for wait times with streaming games. That's
fucking diabolical.
That's kind of, I mean, there is a practical like issue to kind of work over with that, with like the amount of people who online game, like the sheer volume of people who are playing it, and then Microsoft has to host all of this communication online and all of this online gameplay because people aren't even hosting it.
Yeah, I mean, with PlayStation Plus, their premium ultimate whatever edition is $18 a month, which I have.
Yeah,
And you get the classics, you get game trials, cloud streaming, blah, blah, blah. A huge game catalog. Exclusives, they roll out monthly games. Like, they'll bring in some games for a month, throw those out, bring in a new one. So, that's cool. You get all the exclusives and, like, just other games that they don't even, like, PlayStation isn't the exclusive market for. Like, Mortal Kombat,
right.
Cyberpunk. You get 2K stuff, all the, like, WE and shit like that. So yeah, it's a good deal in my opinion because I'm always on my PlayStation.
Right. I mean, now at $30 though. So what was it before? What was the top tier?
2020 was before.
Was there multiple like options in Game Pass? I don't know because I never saw it as a good deal. So
maybe like 20, 15, 10, something like that.
Okay, so I was just curious if they had tiers and they had different offerings, but
yeah, well, it might have just been premium and essential before.
Okay, and you said it was what? $20?
20. It was, yeah, originally 15, then they went up to 20, and then just a few days ago, premium is now ultimate with 30. Wow.
So a 50% increase over their pricing and monthly, and it's pretty much did you lose anything? So you spend $10, but did you lose any features with the way this offering, the way it works now?
No, I don't think you really gain anything either.
So, I mean, it basically is status quo for Ultimate, but just increase extra $10 a month.
Yeah, pretty much. And they just added a middle tier or whatever.
Well, I'm wondering if they'll, like, for this amount of money, Microsoft should be like, hey, we're going to put AI in your video game so you can go away from keyboard and the AI will keep grinding your stats for you. There's some value should be added.
The Elon gameplay?
Well, I mean, yeah. Elon Musk, you little cheater, you.
But it's funny, once this was announced, they crashed the Game Pass cancellation page.
I have that pulled up here. Someone posted that on X also. Where was that? Yeah, so Discussing Film posted on X, the website to cancel Xbox Game Pass subscriptions has overloaded just after the news of the increase. So that's wild. Yeah, the subscriptions page. Hold on, I gotta fix that for you guys. Oh, I'm breaking everything.
Well, it's a blank page.
Yeah, it's just a blank page, but I gotta line it back up. So, boom. Okay, yeah. So the Xbox Game Pass cancellation page crashed. That's an epic L.
I mean, I've always had a problem canceling my subscriptions because they make it so hard and they ask you 20 times, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? But I'd be laughing my ass off if I go to cancel a subscription and it just goes to a blank page. It's like, no, you can't.
Let me pull something up here, because on that note, there was this epic story that was covered this earlier this week, and it wasn't really on point with what we were covering, but Amazon lost a lawsuit. Apparently lost a lawsuit this other week, and yeah, okay. Here we go. I found the story. Let me pull it up for you guys who are watching. Okay, so Amazon to pay $2.5 billion to settle U.S. lawsuit that it tricked people into Prime. Federal regulators say Amazon has agreed to pay a historic sum to resolve their allegations that its web design manipulated millions of people into paying for Prime subscriptions, which were also purposefully hard to cancel. Affected shoppers are stated to receive payouts. So it goes directly to the people who were like negatively impacted. I guess that comes from NPR. But yeah, so when
I
you
had a problem getting to Prime Video on my laptop. I'm like, no, this is just the shopping website. Where's the fucking Prime Video?
Well, people were saying, I've had people in my personal life talk about, YouTubers have advertisers that like they make advertising revenue from that when they do readouts. One of the popular ones is like Factor. They do like that food, the food,
which everyone hates.
Yeah, the food delivery stuff. Personal anecdote, a couple of people have come up to me and told me that they've had an insanely difficult time canceling Factor, to the point where they just turned off their cards. They just deactivated those payment cards, and then they got a call from
That's such a huge pain in the ass to do that, because I've had a bunch of fraud. Like once a year I'd have to go get a new credit card because with fraud, and then you got to redo everything to make it so hard to cancel a subscription that they're like, fuck it, I'm getting a new card.
Yeah, because all of your direct deposits, all of your not direct deposits, but all of your payments and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Factor is apparently, through testimonial that I've heard anecdotally, because apparently they're a pain in the ass to deal with. I don't really want to deal with them, so I hope they never come talk to me. But
apparently there's like pretty much every like read out advertisement on like any podcast or whatever you listen to is a pain in the ass or a bitch, or they're just very immoral.
Yeah,
like BetterHelp basically like they would take people's sessions with their psychiatrist or whatever and sell that information out to other people. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
Who was the you know who's the worst? Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh yeah.
By the way, we have a great spot. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's coming at
nice segue.
They're coming at you from nowhere.
It's like I've been watching like random videos, maybe on like some like book stuff, like book recommendations, like in our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. It's like, I know you don't play this fucking game. Stop lying to me, dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because they have to read from a script, basically.
Well, I mean, the best YouTuber who reads adverts by far is Internet Historian. You've seen Internet Historian's video. You turned me on to his content.
I skipped the adverts, so I don't know.
Well, but okay, so Internet Historian has like he's done Raid Shadow Legends and he's done NordVPN.
Yeah,
and he's got like NordVPN Man or like Raid Shadow Man or Legends. So yeah, they're awesome. He makes like a whole commercial out of like that, and just putting that together must be the biggest pain in the ass ever. I mean, just
He's got to write a script. He's got to write his own script for an advertisement to kind of dunk on it.
And sometimes they're pretty freaking involved. He's got like a noir detective situation going on where he's like trying to solve a murder with Raid Shadow with NordVPN. Yeah, he tells a story. It's pretty freaking involved. A shout out to Internet Historian. Go check out the Internet Historian YouTube channel, guys.
The ones I don't skip are Normal World with Dave Landau and Quarter Black Garrett.
Right.
Because they just joke the entire time to a point where it's like, I think the advertisers are going to pull us after this.
I think it's pretty uncommon for me to go check out adverts, but when I do, I usually end up buying the product because if the readout got me to their page, I'm usually there because I'm interested in like looking at it more seriously. So I'm already half sold.
That's funny. I'm on the Xbox page or whatever for this.
Yeah.
And I just realized I'm signed in, which I haven't signed in years.
It might, what browser do you use? Edge?
Well, I'm on Microsoft Edge, yeah.
It's probably autofilling.
Probably.
But yeah. So that's what's going on with Xbox and Game Pass.
Yeah, everyone's canceling. Well, one, it doesn't help that Microsoft basically said, like, we don't think they're going to make another console. Everything's going to go to PC gaming. They don't give a they're selling off or licensing out their exclusives. Halo's coming to PlayStation.
Yeah.
So
Which will be
why the fuck am I supporting you?
just in time too. I mean, you know what PlayStation players always want now is Halo.
Gears is on PlayStation.
Yeah. I mean, my little brother didn't even know what like 5 years ago had no idea what Halo was. Like, had no clue. He didn't,
because it sucked since 343.
shut the fuck. No, oh, okay. I'm glad you added that qualifier.
4 was all right.
I'm glad you added that qualifier. 4 was okay. Yeah.
It just got progressively worse. I didn't even play Infinite's campaign, but the multiplayer was.
I got about halfway through Infinite and just tapped out. I was like, you guys win. You win. You have successfully destroyed all love I have for this franchise. Like, the in my opinion, had been, and I've always defended that as the single greatest franchise of in gaming. Best story, best lore. Very influential. It was huge. Yeah, hugely influential is just the right way to say it. But you have successfully ruined any love I have for this video game with Infinite and with the Halo TV show, which we don't talk about. It's like like Lord Voldemort in this bitch.
We're done with that.
Lordess. What is a lady lord? Is she just still a lord? Because now it's female. Now it's female Voldemort.
She's just a mistress to a dude.
Voldemorta.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Female Voldemort.
Voldemort.
Yep. Obviously, the tranny's evil.
Yeah. No. But speaking of cancellations,
yes,
got another one going.
We're gonna talk about Netflix, dude. Elon Musk pulled the freaking rug out from under Netflix on this one, and I had actually other.
It's taken way too long for the general public to get behind this.
Yeah, and if it doesn't happen right away, it doesn't happen. But basically, Netflix stock sees largest weekly drop since April as X users have called on Netflix Netflix subscribers to cancel their subscriptions due to the company's pro-trans acronym alphabet soup agenda to influence children. And cancel Netflix on Google Trends has hit all-time high.
There's an encouragement, it's like cancel Netflix and then provide receipts that you canceled Netflix instead of like virtue signaling or whatever. So, and people are actually being like showing their shit. It's like, yeah, canceled.
Yeah, in my mind, like, I haven't had Netflix in a long time. So for me,
that's because I have Netflix.
Well, I don't even use it. I
rarely do too.
It's logged in on the. Yeah, you shouldn't.
If something's not on Crunchyroll, I just like check Netflix.
Well, just honestly,
otherwise I don't.
Why haven't you canceled it, dude? They're pro-trans. They're trans in your kids.
Every streaming company is.
Yeah, cancel them all. Make your own content. Make macaroni art that like flip books.
I'm checking out their plans right now to see
how much you pay.
Yeah,
you just gotta go look back at your bank account and find out.
It's up to $25 a month now.
Jesus, that's like almost a Game Pass.
It's for the best of the best.
That's almost the ultimate Game Pass.
4K Ultra.
4K Ultra shared to 10 devices.
Number of households.
Oh yeah,
4.
You have 4 households.
Yeah. Well, no.
4 devices.
The only other, it's just us two that can access it. Everyone gets kicked off all the
Exactly.
time. So the 4 household thing's bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna cancel.
Yeah, fuck that. Cancel it. There's nothing on there that I give it.
When do I have to pay again?
You're gonna wait. Well, if you cancel, you get what you've already paid for.
You still get what you paid for.
Mm-hmm.
You gone. Now I just have every other streaming service except for Netflix.
Yeah, we're gonna cancel those next. We're gonna make a day of it. We're gonna make it turn it into a whole
Apple,
thing.
you gone.
Apple's gone.
Paramount,
super
you're
gay.
Gone. Prime gone.
Whoa.
HBO,
Well, Prime. Wait, Amazon.
Hulu gone.
Paramount? No, I want to keep Paramount. Paramount's only a little gay. It's only a little.
Prime is pretty fucking gay.
I still haven't. Well, yes.
Where is the fucking cancel?
Oh, here we go.
I know.
Netflix is gonna get sued because they're making it really difficult to cancel.
I have to YouTube how to cancel it.
I want to find Elon's tweet though, his direct tweet on this, because it was it was pretty short, but yeah, it was pretty short. But this whole debacle with streaming services, there's nothing of value that these streaming platforms are offering people anymore. There's just nothing to it. There's no there. There isn't any there. But I mean, this is after like the cuties thing. This is after all the other stuff with like password sharing, price increases, all the other everything else that's come along with it.
Quick side note, I just saw this. It's buy an extra member slot.
Oh, Lame.
So you can have up to 4. You got to buy them.
Also, found this. As of yet, this post was yesterday. Netflix has now lost over $25 billion in market value since Elon Musk called them out for pushing the radical trans ideology on kids.
That's a lot of scratch.
Well, only the day before it was 15 billion. So literally like one day earlier, it was 15 billion. That's insane. Yeah, Elon Musk, actually you could see it. Okay, finally found it. Oh my God. Cancel Netflix for the health of your kids. Yeah, very simply said. See,
what's funny though is the shows that he basically got him to commit to cancel Netflix is one that came out 2 years ago.
well, I mean, it's because no one watches any of that shit.
Very true.
That's because no. When was, you know how long it probably took Elon to find that out? Like, Elon's not just scrolling Netflix, finding shows to be pissed off about and then tweeting about it. No, he reads the news stories on it or something. Got it. Like, I can appreciate that sometimes news takes a long time to meet people where they are. Right? Like, I actually find out now about new releases by checking out the theatrical releases, like at the local theater. There's no, I don't see any. I don't see any adverts for like new coming out movies. Like,
sure you want to cancel Netflix? Halo's on it now.
I'm gonna stop the fucking podcast and throw my mouse.
There's only one show I'd miss, and it's Love, Death, and Robots. But the last season sucked.
And it's on. I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, is it?
I think so. I'd have to. I don't know for sure. Cancel at your own risk.
I'm getting there.
But yeah, so this post was 18 hours ago saying 20 billion was the loss for Netflix. So I mean, it seems to be hovering around somewhere around those numbers. Okay, so Elon Musk just announced he canceled his Netflix subscription after they promoted transgenderism for 7-year-olds in new show. In addition, the writer of the show mocked Charlie Kirk's assassination. That's probably how he found it.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say is a lot of this coming like the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination, where a lot of people are kind of seeing the light of stuff, and
yeah,
just shit's being like shared. It's like, hey, have you seen this?
Mm-hmm. And this going back to like the cancel culture thing, boycotts I don't mind at all. If the entirety of the left was said we don't want to buy Coca-Cola because they said they're like something like racist 20 years, like 200 years ago, I mean, like, have a boycott. Like, I don't care about that. Netflix actually as a business just has not offered me anything of value since like 2018.
Well, it's funny regarding Elon too. It's like the whole Tesla thing. It's like, don't you know you're buying from a Nazi while driving by in a Volkswagen?
Yeah. Libs of TikTok pushed out something else that Elon responded to. Some show, The Babysitter's Club, pushing more transgenderisms.
Well, Cutie should have been like the first thing, but that kind of dropped off.
Cutie should have been the only thing. It was the only necessity to.
We got 4 days left of Netflix.
I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I wouldn't even like. There's nothing on there. There's nothing good on Netflix. I like none of that. Like what? Like Witcher season? Like The Witcher? Like yeah. Like who gives a shit? Like another episode or another season of Stranger Things, which I was under the impression the show was over.
No, there's one more coming out.
Yeah, so I don't care about Stranger Things. I'm over it. I thought it was overhyped. I didn't think it was that great. I might be in the minority. I accept that. Fine. Enjoy your show.
Well, 2 out of the 4 seasons are good. So
I hear that, and then I'm like,
what's the point of why?
What's the why?
I skipped 2 and 3. I watched 1 and then watched 4.
If you have to skip half of a show's content because it's bad, it's not a good show.
Go to YouTube and just give me the quick 5-minute recap of these 2 seasons.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm so when it comes to boycotts, you know, this is what conservatives like. So this is what conservatives I think are the strongest at. Like conservatives miss 99% of all things that are justifiable to be pissed off about. And then one thing just rallies everybody and they completely destroy a business.
Yeah.
Like Bud Light. I am pretty sure Bud Light still has not recovered in any meaningful way, because I think most people who left it did just hard switch.
Well, it's
And they never had a reason to go back.
It's like, I used to drink Bud Light or whatever, and then that whole thing came on. It's like, all right, I'll grab a Michelob or a Coors or whatever, and then just never gone back.
Yeah, it's like,
There's no point.
yeah, you just
It's light beer. Like it's like Jameson came out with something like fucking trannies getting wasted at the bar. It'd be like, oh fuck, Jameson went out.
Oh, then that's where the line is for you.
No, just quit drinking.
Well, I mean, so then you had Target, which
Target
fucked around and found out
they got all the LGBT stuff out.
no Pride Month celebration stuff. This year there was no Pride stuff, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a whole month where I wasn't having just like gay stuff shoved in my face. It was just beautiful.
Waiting for flags to show up on our street.
I was so, yeah, I dread June. A whole month of my year, I'm just like, great. I'm not going to be able to unsee all of this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just be away from, like, I have gay friends. I'm not a homophobe. I don't know why that's bad to say. Like, if
I don't know, it's weird because it's like, oh, you're a white supremacist. Well, I have a black friend. Should be a valid argument.
it should, like, it's legitimate. It's like, I actually.
He's a white supremacist too.
Yeah, we're
Clayton Bigsby. From
we had a
Chappelle Show.
we have a lot in common. But no, it should be a legitimate argument. But no, you don't have to like. You don't have to like. Honestly, I think that people just are, myself included. I have found myself in plenty of positions where I have found the argument to not be worth it, just the energy. But then I find myself regretting that like later, like an hour or two later. It's like I really wish I just like told them off. So I mean, like I've caught myself not like speaking up when I feel like I should have. But some of these fights aren't worth it, and some of them, and it's hard to know. It's hard to have foresight on which ones are and aren't.
There was one at a diner. Me and a couple coworkers. Coworker knew the waitress for a while or whatever, and then politics started talking, and I'm just sitting there with my mouth shut as he's going back and forth with this waitress. And afterwards, we get in the car. I'm just like, dude, it's not worth it. You're not going to change your mind on anything. She's set in stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's weird. There was, and I haven't seen the numbers on this, so I don't even know how like significant it is. When Charlie was assassinated, we saw that there was some migration from the left to either independent or moderate right, or just general moderate. We don't know how big that number was. So I mean, it's hard to know how significant it was. If it was 2 people, it would be factually correct, but relatively insignificant. So, but the amount of people who get who need something like a political assassination to be snapped out of it. I mean, we can't really afford
pretty insane.
The ROI is just not worth it.
Yeah.
But I will say the galvanization of the right after Charlie is
I'm not going to change anyone's mind. I'm not as articulate. I'm not as patient, really. So it's like I'm not going to go into the fight. So
I don't mind fighting with people who are I don't mind having arguments or debates with people who are like socially conscious, paying attention, reading the news, and actually have a basis for what they're saying. And I've even had some people like say something and I've been caught off guard because I didn't see the news. So like when after Charlie was assassinated, there was that black kid at a college who like committed suicide and by hanging himself from a tree. And then people are like, there's modern day lynchings going on like the day after Charlie was assassinated. I was like, what? Like for a moment, I didn't know what the hell was being talked about.
All right.
And so I looked it up. I was like, oh, no defensive wounds, no abrasions, no physical, no sign of struggle, no like resistance of any kind, no nothing. So it's like all signs point to self-deletion. And I'm just like, they're calling this a lynching. And I don't know what to do about these people.
That Smollett guy or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Subway. Yeah, Subway.
He's going to Subway and then
the MAGA country Subway.
Put a noose around his neck. It's like, who actually, ties an actual noose?
If I'm ever in that neighborhood, I'm visiting that Subway. And I want to ask them, be like, where were you?
Where were you?
Where were you?
Smollett got assaulted.
Where were you when Smollett got assaulted?
But you remember
Also been binge watching South Park. I know this is really late to insert into the middle of this topic, but this week I have been binge watching South Park since season 4. I started back from season 4.
I do that like once a year, but remember the Gillette boycott?
I can't unremember. It will always be like I'll forget my grandchildren's my children and my grandchildren's names. I'll forget my wife's name, but I will remember what Gillette did.
That was one of the cringiest commercials ever.
Well, it was
Boys will be boys. It's like, no, we can do better.
well, no, it was Gillette for sure.
Yeah.
And then like years, I think it was like a few years after that. It was like Air Sweden or whatever said like Swedish people have no culture. It's like we're a monolith. Like Sweden doesn't have a culture. We are everything. Like or like something like that. Some stupid commercial.
A
I was like,
melting pot.
I was like, bro, Swedish people, your airport is flaming you so hard right now, saying you have no culture.
Your airport hates you.
I wish everything that was white culture could just be like Thanos snapped out of existence for like a day. It'd just be like,
All right, we'll see how it goes.
yeah, let's see how like freedom of speech fucking goes away for a day. The Second Amendment rights go away for a day.
Do you think people are just gonna hop right back on Netflix after like a month or two?
I really don't know what value there is. And also, I think if people actually pull the trigger and cancel, signing on to a $25 a month Netflix right now, like reselling yourself that is a hard... I think that's
like
hard.
You're already paying it, so it's like a whatever, that money's already gone thing.
It's already in your expense report, your budget. You know, I know poor people love budgets, but but
I
yeah,
don't know where my money goes.
it's already something that you pay for
DoorDash.
and you kind of set and forget. So I mean, if you do successfully cancel it and you come back and you're like, there might be something on Netflix and you have to sell yourself that you're going to buy it for $25 a month again. I think that's actually kind of a hard sell right now.
Do they even do free trial things anymore?
I think so. I think they do, but it's like a week
Free
or like
trial to watch Stranger Things that's coming out.
it's like a week or like 3 days. It's some really insignificantly small number.
That'd be funny if I just go right back in. It's like, oh, start free trial. And it's like, no, we remember you.
We remember. But it was so yeah, Netflix. Do you remember when Netflix first came out? It was like $8 a month for like the whole kit
The
and
streaming
caboodle.
service,
The
not
streaming-
to send you a DVD in the mail thing.
The streaming service.
Yeah.
Streaming service, no ads, $8 a month, anything on Netflix catalog, and it was an impressive catalog. At the time, it was everything you could want. Hulu was its closest competition, and I think they were started like, I think Hulu started at like $5.
Something like that.
It was something like
They were ridiculously cheap when they first came out.
yeah, but they didn't have any exclusives for a while. And then their exclusives actually came out, and they had some impressive ones. I think Chance, I really like Chance with Hugh Laurie.
Oh,
I love Hugh Laurie makes good stuff.
I remember going to someone's house and they're like, yeah, we got Netflix and Hulu. And it's like, all right, geez, stop throwing all your money around.
Damn,
my
bro.
face.
Damn, fuck.
I know you rich.
We fucking, but damn. When you made the sale, stop selling.
Oh, we gonna chill.
We Hulu in and chilling. Hulu and chilling. Yeah, Netflix and chill is dead though.
Hulu and humping.
Bro, if you have to Netflix and chill, you're basically buying a prostitute. That's so fucking expensive.
Now I just see Roku's in everyone's background.
Yeah. Apparently there's Roku's that are like pre-logged with like apps and stuff like that. They're like kind of like jailbroke like Fire Sticks or Roku sticks that have like these streaming services already like jailbroke, so you don't have to have an account for them. It's wild. I've met a couple of people who
I've never done the Roku thing. I have no idea how that works.
it's fine. I mean, it's basically just a
I know their UI sucks.
well, you know how like a smart TV is.
Yeah.
This just enables it with a different type of UI. That's all.
Oh,
Most things you can get like from a TV, or I'm sorry, I have that backwards. You can get almost everything on a Roku, and smart TVs have very specific limitations because of licensing.
yeah, the brands you have and whatnot.
Exactly. So, Fire Stick, I believe, has the largest catalog of applications because Fire Stick, I believe, either is still or was partnered with Google Store. So I could be mistaken on that. I might have a couple of different brands mixed up.
YouTube and YouTube only.
Yeah. We're going to skate to YouTube and YouTube only. But YouTube TV, I mean, like all these live service apps, I don't think they're actually doing that well.
Fucking YouTube TV. I don't even. Is that still a thing?
I think it is a thing.
Remember YouTube Red or something it was.
I know it was YouTube TV. But
Oh, yeah, YouTube TV, music, kids. Yeah. So
there was exactly like 2 people I know who had YouTube TV. And it's even theirs just like not a huge thing, but then they could cut their cable or cut their satellite, whatever it was. You look like like there's something that just popped
Well,
up.
okay, it just said like I didn't click yet, but it said 80 some bucks a month.
Yep. No. That's actually on the money. That's about right.
$83 a month.
Well, do you
YouTube or YouTube TV base plan?
Yeah.
Oh my
that
God.
that does track. So and
But you get a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, you do get a lot of stuff. I believe it comes with YouTube Premium as well. So I think you also unlock Premium for YouTube. I could be mistaken on that, but you probably never had to worry about this because you only had like a satellite or like an antenna and ran local channels. So you never
had DirecTV when I was in high school.
Yeah, when it was like $50 or $60 a
Now
month.
it's like 100 and some.
Yeah, and you didn't pay the bill.
My dad still won't get off DirecTV.
Honestly, it's probably going to just close or shut down before anyone gets off of it.
Yeah, actually, you get a lot of shit for YouTube TV. So,
well, actually, DirecTV has a streaming app now.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So DirecTV has an app. You can get it on a Roku. Well, there's more to talk about here, but Elon Musk absolutely bitch slapping Netflix hard in the face, and that was one I kind of did not see coming. When people did not react hard enough to cuties, right. I did not expect anything to. I was like, okay, I guess this is where the PDF files hang out. And I just
hang out in Roblox and Netflix.
Aside from Arcane, I don't think there's anything else.
Arcane's also dead. Season 2 sucked.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
There's nothing else of value on Netflix. I guess probably need to figure
like older shows like Breaking Bad, Walking Dead.
Don't care. Once you've seen
them multiple times.
Yeah, once you've seen Walking Dead, you could find on other platforms too. It's not a Netflix exclusive, and it's and honestly, once you've seen it,
you only watch up to a certain point of that show too.
Everyone has, for Walking Dead, almost everyone has an exit.
Yeah,
like they have a spot where they're just like they're not gonna keep watching after this point. For me, it was the war with Negan.
After that, yeah, one of like the wolves or something came in.
Yeah,
the fat chick Alpha. Yeah, this sucks.
All of it's dumb. And it wasn't even like Carl was supposed to be the main character, like for the continuations of the story. Carl.
Oh, the fat chick Alpha, by the way, is played by one of the chicks in Minority Report. One of the precogs.
Amy Schumer.
No.
Oh, you said fat.
But it was just kind of a funny coincidence, and then also Rick and Morty had a precog episode recently. So.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Well, there's one last story I want to make sure we cover for sure. Let me actually go to it. Oh, did I jump around too much?
Jump around.
I left the bookmarks page. God, I'm such an idiot.
Yeah.
But we got J.K. Rowling absolutely flaming Emma Watson this last week. That was awesome to see. So the Emma Watson thing actually came out. It came out last week. I think we talked about it a little. Then Rowling absolutely blasted her. It's about a minute long. I'm not gonna.
A bunch of word salad.
Yeah, we're gonna cut to about halfway through. But basically, it's we'll just this is what. Before we say we pull up J.K. Rowling's like response, this is what she was responding to. So this is the starting point.
That they never will, but that they can both still be true. And I can love her. I can know she loved me. I can be grateful to her. I can know the things that she said are true. And that can be this whole other thing. And my job feels like to just hold all of it. But the bigger thing is just what she's done will never be taken away from me. Could ever.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, you're right. You're still going to keep getting royalty checks.
Yeah,
but that's not going to go away. That's contractual obligations.
Well, she can't say sorry outright to JK because the left will now she's canceled, and she can't totally condemn her anymore because of all the heat online that she's getting.
Well, what was it? Tom, how do you pronounce his last?
Felton.
Felton? Yeah, Tom Felton was like, no, I like JK. She's not a bad person. She's pretty great. I'm pretty fond of her. She made me filthy fucking rich for a minute there.
And she also, Emma apparently had a note passed to JK at a some awards thing that just said, hey, sorry for all the things you're going through. And JK was like, she has my number.
Yeah, she could just tell. Yeah.
She could call me with this. It's just the walking back. It's not like Emma Watson's getting any roles either. Well,
no.
One, she doesn't. She's always been rich.
So yeah, so she came from a wealthy family and actually was like in a private school.
Yeah,
and doing all the programs she wanted to. She took acting classes, and that's
both
how
her
she.
parents were rich lawyers. They had multiple houses in like Spain, France, and all this shit.
Yeah, like she is what like if white privilege was a thing, she is that. She is like this is what you would put in the encyclopedia if that was actually what it was. So or this is okay. So the frustrating thing is that Emma Watson had basically backslapped like J.K. Rowling at almost any opportunity when it came to like social outrage complaints about Rowling. Her and
Daniel
Radcliffe
was also doing that.
I mean, I don't think Daniel Radcliffe has actually. I think his best performances were from Harry Potter. I don't think all the other smaller projects.
Indie stuff.
He does a lot of indie stuff, but like even when he was in something more mainstream, like Now You See Me Too,
Oh, horrible fucking movies. Now there's another one coming up.
and he did a bad job. He was like a horrible, like horrible little villain, like not good. It was just poorly performed.
Nothing about that movie was good in my opinion.
No, but I mean, my point is that his performance has not been awesome in anything.
Are they like? Is this the real world where they're just magicians with sleight of hand, or is there actual fucking magic happening? Because you can't tell.
Right. Well, so Emma Watson, so J.K. Rowling responds, we have from Yeet. J.K. Rowling drops a long response to Emma Watson recent comments about her and gender ideology, basically goes off. One of the quotes here being, I wasn't a multimillionaire at 14. I lived in poverty while writing the book that made Emma famous. Emma is rightly free to disagree with me, but I have the same right, and I've finally decided to exercise it.
Yeah, because JK's been pretty quiet about the backlash. She hasn't gone after any of them really at all, except for like some offhanded comment where it's like 3 people in the street don't like me or something.
Emma, so we don't want to read the whole thing, but we'll we don't. I mean, do we want to read the whole thing?
Yeah, might as well read the whole thing.
All right. So let me do something here real quick just to make sure it actually shows up on screen. It's kind of a big post. Takes up a lot of space. Oh,
Don't drag me!
I'm dragging you around.
What was that? What if that was my voodoo doll and I just fly across the room?
break your bones on everything. That'd be horrible. Horrible. All right, so we'll start it off. It's pretty long, so we'll go through it as best we can. Let's just get started.
Yeah, if you want to cut off and I can read it at some point.
Yeah. I'll pass the baton, as it were. I'm seeing quite a bit of comments about this, so I want to make a couple of points. I'm not owed eternal agreement from any actor who once played a character I created. The idea is as ludicrous as me checking with the boss I had when I was 21 for what opinions I should hold these days. Emma Watson and her co-stars have every right to embrace gender identity ideology. Such beliefs are legally protected, and I wouldn't want to see any of them threatened with loss of work or violence or death because of them. However, Emma, I love the however. It's like, however, period.
I got a bone to pick.
Emma and Dan, in particular, have both made it clear over the past few years that they think our former professional association gives them a particular right, nay, obligation to critique me and my views in public. Years after they finished acting in Potter, they continue to assume the role of de facto spokesperson or spokespeople for the world I created. Yeah. Okay, one quick point on that. She is not even the best representative of the world she created.
No, because like we've been this whole like JK thing throughout the years is like they agree on everything else except for one thing.
Yeah.
It's this one thing that's creating all this heat, which is ridiculous.
It is quite bizarre. Okay, yeah. So
it's like, well, does anyone on the right really do that? Like, say like public figures or whatever. Like they kind of go after each other.
I think the right actually has this healthy
more decorum though.
There's definitely like etiquette on the right. Like no one on the right is really trying to like destroy the career of another person on the right, say for like the quartering with like certain other right-wing people who he feels are imposters or they're and you know what, he has evidence to support some of those claims, so I'm not actually saying he doesn't have legitimacy to it. I'm saying
some female conservatives that he's encountered.
Well, I think the right actually goes for these covert feminists pretty hard in the right wing space. I think they kind of sniff them out and they kind of hit them pretty hard.
Well, yeah, it's not hard when one of them was banging Destiny. So
yeah, and so I don't know. I think that there are plenty of examples of that, but it's not like it is really just trying to force them out of the space, not so much ruin their career in its entirety.
Right. It's just
like,
exposing
get out.
receipts. Do with it what you will.
Yeah, and it seems to me like that's more of a push out than it is a cancellation.
Yeah.
Like I'll look at like Andrew Wilson when he like goes on and talks to covert feminists on the conservative side. It really seems like he's just trying to get them to own the title that they are, and that would
Stop lying.
Well, and that would organically solve the issue, because then you would probably be associated more accurately, or people wouldn't come to you for like Puritan conservative like input, and that would fix the problem. But I don't think some of those content creators actually want the covert feminists to be deplatformed or lose their channel or lose their livelihood. They want people to see them for what they actually are and like associate accordingly.
Yeah, it's like when Hogwarts Legacy came out, there's this whole big boycott on the left, and it just gave it this Streisand effect to where it became the best-selling game of 2003.
That was
2023.
wild.
So, yeah.
Okay, I'll keep going with this one. When you've known people since they were 10 years old, it's hard to shake a certain protectiveness. Until quite recently, I hadn't managed to throw off the memory of children who needed to be gently coaxed through their dialogue in a big scary film studio. For the past few years, I've repeatedly declined invitations from journalists to comment on Emma specifically, most notably on the witch trials of J.K. Rowling. Ironically, I told the producers that I didn't want her to be hounded as a result of anything I said. The television presenter in the attached clip highlights Emma's all witches speech, and in truth, that was the turning point for me. But it had a postscript that hurt far more than the speech itself. Emma asked someone to pass on a handwritten note from her to me, which contained a single sentence: "I'm sorry for what you're going through. She has my phone number," in parentheses. This was back when the death, rape, and torture threats against me were at their peak. Pause real quick just to say I can't believe the YouTube has me self-censoring right now for like stupid stuff like that.
They are coming down on it, but we just don't know the TOS yet.
Yeah, I guess maybe if we
not coming down, I mean they're like pulling back from it.
I hope it's such a stupid. But anyway, at the time when my personal security measures had to be tightened considerably, and I was constantly worried for my family's safety, Emma had just publicly poured more petrol on the flames. Yet thought a one-line expression of concern for her from her would reassure me of her fundamental sympathy and kindness.
It's such a fucking like grade school thing to like you pass
a note is and
it's also just like I can't be associated or seen talking to you, so here's a note to my sympathies.
Here's a physical piece, like burn after reading.
This does go on for
please burn after. It's another page after this one. Yeah, so it keeps going.
Fun.
All right, like other people who've never experienced adult life uncushioned by wealth and fame, Emma has so little experience of real life. She's ignorant of how ignorant she is. She'll never need a homeless shelter. She's never going to be placed on a mixed-sex public hospital ward. I'd be astounded if she's been in a high street changing room since childhood. Her public bathroom is single occupancy and comes with a security man standing guard outside the door. Has she had to strip off in any newly mixed sex changing room at a council-run swimming pool? Is she ever likely to need a state-run crisis center that refuses to guarantee an all-female service to find herself sharing a prison cell with a male who's identified into a woman's prison? Ugh. All right, you want to take over here?
I wasn't a millionaire at 14. I lived in poverty while writing the book that made Emma famous. I therefore understand from my own life experience what the trashing of women's rights, in which Emma has so enthusiastically participated, means to women and girls without her privileges. To the greatest irony here is that had Emma not decided in her most recent interview to declare that she loves and treasures me, a change of track I she adopted because she noticed full-throated
Giggity.
condemnation of me is no longer quite as fashionable as it was. I might never have been this.
Oh, Oh.
The fuck?
Might never have been this honest.
Adults can expect to cozy up to an activist movement that regularly calls for a friend's assassination, then assert their right to former friend's love, as though the friend was in fact their mother. Emma is rightly free to disagree with me and indeed to discuss her feelings about me in public, but I have the same right, and I finally decided to exercise it.
Fucking boom. Over and done with. J.K. Rowling put Emma Watson in the grave, buried 6 feet under, never to be heard from again. Harry Potter's dead. Let's go.
The Critical Drinker did a video about this,
Yeah.
and he said in the video, it's like, this is why you never piss off a writer.
Oh, wow. That's a really good. That's honest. Bro, that's real. That hits a little.
Yeah, because they'll write pages about you.
Yeah, they did. Thank you. Like, it's actually well written too. It's not like some like when I
The
have,
word salad that Emma put out right before.
or like whenever I'm sending someone a long text and it's like filled with just misspellings and useless grammar and all sorts of problems.
Time, date, location.
Yeah, very reasonably,
In?
very well written. I would Pulitzer Prize winning.
Yeah, but it's all like she mentioned in that that it took until recently to see them not as the 10-year-olds that she meant, but
Mhm.
now they're like 35.
Yeah, they're
So it's like you're grown ass adults. You gotta.
Yeah, and we're not like there's no like attachment to like okay, so I'm trying to think of like there are no other actors or actresses who constantly look back and like their personality is attached to like specific work that they've done because they've actually had a catalog of things they've done. The Emma and Dan have only really done the only meaningful thing that they've accomplished is Harry Potter in the grand scheme of culture.
Right. I mean, when it comes to like franchise things, maybe like Twilight, Lord of the Rings. There's a few that haven't really done much else, but they went in on different career paths too. Like the guy that played Pippin just was a musician afterwards. He
Yeah.
cared for acting. So
Exactly. And Sean Astin went off to do more acting. Elijah Wood did a little bit more acting.
this Wilfred series, by the way, is pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the dog becomes like a real dude in a dog suit that just wants to get high all the time. It's very entertaining.
That was I remember seeing that I never watched the show, but I remember seeing commercials of it and just being like, this looks dumb. But you're
It
saying,
is dumb, but it's
but I
fun.
mean, if there's enjoyment to be had, I like to enjoy
I
things.
like to enjoy things.
I'm quite fond of enjoyment.
Mhm.
I quite enjoy it.
I think Sean Astin, isn't he part of the like president of SAG or something now?
Oh, I have no idea. Honestly, like he did
But after his whole political thing.
yeah, he did the Kamala Harris endorsement. I mean, I guess
white dudes for Kamala or whatever.
you know what? I will kind of not. I'll just amend what I said by saying that there are plenty of people who own their like Marvel roles, like they are their Marvel role,
Yeah.
and so now they always are Iron Man or they always are Captain America
Yeah,
or Hulk.
Sean Astin is president of the Screen Actors Guild now.
SAG.
SAG.
Well, that's going so well for them now that Hollywood's like just turning to AI. He really masterclassed the shit out of
So
that.
does he own ChatGPT now?
Yeah, these people are hilarious to like watch. Now, J.K. Rowling, again, you made the point earlier, so I'm just rehashing saying, yeah, she already is aligned with the left on most things. It's just this trans thing, and honestly, it's I think that conservatives' main concern is, hey, do you mind if like we don't put like young women in vulnerable situations right next to men who are going through mental health crises? Just curious if that is a huge hang up for you, or just kind of like, oh wait, we're deleting them, like we're removing them from I get it, we're getting rid of their right to exist. Where that's basically the same thing as pushing them off a volcano.
I mean, where they implemented the shit in like high schools, where hormones are running wild with everyone. You don't think a guy's just gonna be like, well, I can go into the girls' locker room.
Well, we have cases of this. Like this is like
Yeah,
the
even
Loudoun
before
County
this.
thing. Like the whole Loudoun County, like that was the reason their governor was like the current governor was elected was because he ran on hey, you know how you're not fond of your daughters being assaulted in bathrooms? Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Oh, elect me because I'm not like
I'm not
clinically
gonna-
insane.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that it is not. I can't understand for the life of me why it is not the political stance, or it's still not politically like correct or appetizing to say, hey, reopen mental institutions.
Yeah.
Like, I hear the common man say it. Like, people have said that in conversations about insane people, but I have not heard a single politician make the idea suggest that we should reopen insane asylums yet.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
mean,
like-
there is that stigmatism where they were just operating and running experiments on all the patients, but it's like we know pretty much
Yeah.
we don't need it. It's not the 60s.
There's also
Anymore?
ways to correct for mad scientists running experiments on patients. It's called a fucking audit. It's like we do this quite frequently with other things. Also, what do you think happens in actual hospitals? Like, is there a reason that an actual hospital can't run experiments on people, but an insane asylum can run experiments on people? What is the line there?
It's a lot easier to get permission from a crazy person to experiment on them.
Actually, it's impossible. You cannot get consent
That's
from
true.
someone who can't consent. It's technically impossible.
I mean,
It's also, if someone there was a case on the news this week. A guy who murdered a 6-year-old went away to prison for like a 25-year sentence and was let out after 7 years to go on parole, and will likely only be on parole for like another year or two. And the family was just absolutely destroyed. But the point I'm bringing up with that is that the defense claimed that he claimed innocence or not guilty by insanity. If you're insane, you're probably still insane after 7 years of being in a fucking prison.
in a prison, it might have made it worse.
It probably made it worse, but you are still definitely fucking insane. First off, God help criminals if I was ever elected to any position of power. God help them all, because if you kill
I am the law.
if you end a 6-year-old, you're not fucking walking out of that courthouse.
Well, I'm surprised he walked out of prison, because
Yeah,
prisoners don't like people that fuck with children too.
right. You know what? I wonder if that's even a thing anymore.
They're going after that insanity plea with
The guy who shot Charlie, right?
no, the guy that killed the Ukrainian girl.
Yeah, Araya. Or I might have messed up the name.
Irina?
Irina?
I can't remember.
You know what? It feels lame, but I get it. We'll look it up later or something. But she's with the Angels now, with the rest of her country. Too soon? Oh, too soon?
I don't know if it's too soon if it's still going on.
Well, I mean, we could still make jokes. Oh,
So you couldn't.
we can't make jokes now about.
I thought it was America.
We can't joke about genocides in Ukraine.
Well, you can't in the UK, so.
Class. I'm not go. I will never.
We'll
I
go
will-
on a rant about that.
Bro, if I'm ever, I think I'm gonna be okay. I'm obviously not the high profile by any measure of the term, but I do think that if I were high profile, I would be thrown in jail if anyone knew who I fucking was.
Oh yeah, if you lived in the UK, definitely.
If I lived in the UK, I would be.
Remember they were trying to get people in trouble in America? Law enforcement was going after Americans that said anything bad about
Yeah.
the UK?
Oh, I remember. Oh, don't you
we're
worry.
just going to extradite our citizen over there for calling someone a Muppet.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah, these people are retarded. Honestly, that was the other news. There was a Asmongold covered this last night, I think. It was the I'm going to see if I can pull it up real quick, cuz this is one I want to end on maybe. It won't take too long, but I'm looking for the UK petition. I don't think I spelled petition right. And I don't have Wow,
It's an E, dude.
Oh, it's petition? Petition? Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's the. So the UK. There's been a lot of news going on lately about.
Terribly wrong.
There's been a lot of news going on lately about how the UK has been trying to push for digital ID online. There was a signature, or I'm sorry, there was a
petition.
a petition going around circulating to try to get people to sign off. And from the other day, then it was at 2.78 million signatures. For context, when Game of Thrones season 8 came out, there was a petition that went around that got 1.8 million signatures to completely redo the season with competent screenwriters.
Yeah.
So half. This petition got twice what the Game of Thrones season 8 rewrite petition got. And the UK government responded to it. UK government responds to the UK government responds to the petition to stop digital ID, which quickly amassed over 2.75 million signatures in record time. Government response: we will introduce digital ID anyway.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So do not. We demand the UK government. I'm looking to actually see where the response is. Okay, so. Up top, Parliament considers all petitions that get more than 100,000 signatures for a debate. And then the government response is, we will introduce digital ID within this Parliament to help tackle illegal migration, make assessing government services easier, and enable wider efficiencies. We will consult on details soon. That means...
Parliament helped tackle illegal immigration? It's one of the worst in Europe.
No, they... are facilitating this.
Oh, okay.
The government literally is paying for their 4-star hotels, 4 and 5-star hotels. This is about as facilitation as you could possibly get. When the Democrats were complaining about them having to facilitate bringing Kilmore Abrego Garcia back to the U.S., this is what they wanted. They wanted them to bring him back on a boat, land him on the shore, escort him peacefully to a 5-star hotel, give him all the food, like bring in all the young daughters of the nation for him to have our daughter. for him to enjoy at his leisure without punishment, and for him to have a personal protection from the entirety of the UK government and military against any verbal critique.
Oh my god.
These people are absolutely fucking evil. Like, people say oh, we have kinship with the UK. I was like, dude, these people are our fucking enemy. Like, the UK are evil people. The citizenry obviously has a debate going on, and the good side is losing in whole heart because they refuse to fight back in an actually any meaningful way. Like, if you're going to hold up signs, or if you're going to sign petitions, and your government is going to say, nah, what's your next step? Because what you're doing is laughably ineffective. You're actually being made a mockery of by your own government. They're not hearing you. What is the next logical step? What makes the most sense as a plan B for these people who have amassed nearly 3 million signatures?
Well, I mean, November 5th is coming up.
Not soon enough.
Remember.
Can we have October 5th so we can get it in this news cycle, please? Can we just move it up a month? All right, guys.
It's been entertaining, but it's also been very tragic.
Bro, these are if you want, I felt the same way about Canada. It's oh, hey, our neighbors to the north, they're
freezing your bank accounts.
They're our brothers, and they're our brothers that we fought together during wars and shit. We have shared history and lore. And in my mind, I'm oh, but then you guys decided to fully embrace communism, and I'm just the self-deletion system, the Maids Act with legalizing the healthcare system, just terminate you if you're having a bad day.
Right.
It's we need to really clean out our hospitals. Let's just murk them.
I'm having the SADs. We'll come in here and we'll help you with it.
They greenlit the suicide pods. They Canada is
the suicide phone booths from Futurama.
The amount of people in Canada who are just objectively evil is insane to me. And the amount of people in the Western countries in general who are just fully embracing this ideology, I'm bro, we need to hard isolate ourselves from you, and we can't give you another penny. We cannot fund you people. You guys are psychopathic, and I bet that if there was any politician in the U.S. brave enough to say, let's turn off all funding to NATO, to the EU, let's get rid of our dependency on these nations and separate ourselves from them.
You mean funding these nations?
Funding these nations. No more military support. No more nothing. I bet that just for sheerly not giving them our shit, they would use kinetic military force against us. I bet they would hard switch the minute we stop paying them. I do believe that in my entirety. I think that these people are fucking evil. I empathize and support the protesters and the people who are fighting back. You guys are grossly outnumbered, so do something else. Figure it the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I mean, according to UK census, there's 66 million of you. That's before immigration.
And you only got 3 million signatures.
Yeah,
you didn't even get a third of your country to sign this petition. And you don't have hardly any representation. You guys,
40 million people watched the comeback of Doctor Who in the early 2000s. So.
Yeah, well, and I mean, obviously the king isn't even on your side if he's not doing anything. like the figurehead useless
I didn't know
king.
we had a king.
God save the king.
I didn't vote for him.
I didn't vote for him either, piece of shit.
Vote for a king.
Well, I mean, apparently the right has done its job with like January 6th was an insurrections, and we're all the bad things and all the not good things.
It was worse than 9/11.
It was worse than 10 9/11s and 3 Pearl Harbors.
I bet you can't even tell me what year January 6th happened.
Oh man, I can't. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I can. But I'm not going to. It's 2021. I almost fucked myself up really hard on that one. It was January 6th, 2021. God, I'm dumb. I thought it was so obvious that it was 2020. Then it was like, idiot.
It could have happened last year. How much they talk about it.
True. These people are very traumatized. Man, imagine if the right protested nearly half as much as the left did.
Protested.
Rioted, sorry. All right. Guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate the support. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. Best way to show your support. Smash that like button. Hype the stream. If you enjoyed the content, help us reach more people. And don't forget to tune in next week. We'll have more content with the third-party podcast coming at you. Tune in tomorrow. We are going to be hanging out. We're playing more of the finals. It was an awesome stream last week, and I really looked forward to doing more of it. And we have another episode of the Bannerlord series coming up this week as well. So all regular content, all good things. Tune in. Don't miss an episode, and we will see you guys on the next one. And in the meantime, don't forget, go tell your stories. Peace out.
Bye.
Tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life.